Hi everyone, it is alenajingle, and today I'm here with a new series that I'm planning on doing, a 4-part series that is uncommon or unusual ABC names. So this is going to be, like I said earlier, split into 4 parts. A part 1 and part 2 for boys and a part 1 and part 2 for girls. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about names for every letter of the alphabet for boys, A through M, that are uncommon, unusual, unique, whatever you like to call it. And my goal is to only talk about names that have never been in the top 1,000 names in the US before, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions. And I also am trying to only talk about names that I've never mentioned in other videos before. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And for the letter A is the name Aloe. This is of course an English name that refers to the healing lily plant. I absolutely love that association. I would have never thought of this as a name until I saw it, of course, on the singer Aloe Black, who was actually born Egbert. His birth name is Egbert. I think Aloe is extremely unusual, but it has a very tame, easy sound, and of course Al would be a very accessible nickname option. Again, the singer and the plant are incredible associations, and there are several boy names ending that O sound that are on the rise right now, like Matteo and Leo and Leonardo, and of course I think this would fit in very well with those names. For the letter B is the name Botan. This is a Japanese name that means peony, like the flower. And this name might seem random, and it kind of is, but when I was looking through boy names, I realized that this name used to be on my extended favorite name list when I was in early high school, and I'm not sure where I came up with it. I think there's a really good chance I just saw it in a name book, but I really love the sound of this name. Of course, Bo would be a very accessible and popular, fun nickname option, and it is only 5 letters long. It has that popular, trendy 2-syllable ending in N sound that people are loving in the US right now, and this is just extremely rare and fun. For C, I have the name Colm. This is an Irish name that means dove. It has similar roots to the name Colm, which means dove as well. I just love how short and easy and strong this sounds. I love 1-syllable names, and I know there are a lot that are rising right now that people are loving, like Dash and Dax and Max, etc. And the reason why I thought about this name and the reason why I absolutely adore this name is because there is a singer named Colm Wilkinson who is very well known in the Broadway world for having played the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera in the 80s and having played Jean Valjean in Les Mis in the 80s and 90s. He is an incredible singer, an amazing association for this name, and you could also just use this as a nickname for Malcolm as well. The D name I'd like to talk to you guys about is Diggory. This is an English name that possibly means lost. It is a surname name, and it is the name that came on my radar after I first read the Chronicles of Narnia books when I was about 10 or 11 years old, because the first book has a main character named Diggory in it, and I really love how similar to Gregory this is. I actually think Diggory could very easily honor a Gregory, and I think Dig would be a fun, accessible nickname option. This is also very strongly associated with the Harry Potter books, of course, because it's Cedric Diggory, who is a very beloved character in those series, of course. The E name I'd like to bring up to you guys is Amin. This is a Turkish name that means trustworthy, amazing meaning. There's actually a really popular musician from the country Azerbaijan, which I'd never even heard of before preparing for this video, whose name is Emin. He goes by just Emin. And this name is so rare in the US, but it's so easy to spell and pronounce. It's only 4 letters long, and like I mentioned with Botan, names that are 2 syllables ending in N are really into the US, and so I think it would fit in really well over here. It's also similar to the beloved name Emmett as well. My F name for this video is Finland. This is of course a country name, and it possibly means found land. So I don't think it's a secret to most name lovers that Finn names are super in right now. Finn, F-I-N-N, just on its own is extremely popular, and names like Phineas and Finnegan and Finley are on the rise, and I think Finland would fit it so well, and I just think it's super adorable, and it's also of course easy to spell and pronounce. My G name I have is a name that I'm currently crushing on, and that is Gaius. This is an ancient Roman name that means rejoice. I love that meaning so much. This is the name of several Roman emperors, and this is also the name of one of the Christians mentioned in the New Testament in the Bible that traveled with Paul. That's what is making me love this name. I think Guy would be a really fun, accessible, sweet nickname option, and it just has a super strong masculine sound to me that I absolutely adore. The H name I like to bring up to you guys for this video is Herald with this spelling. Now, of course, Herald, spelled H-A-R-O-L-D, was very popular in the early 1900s, but I really, really love this homonym for that Herald, not only because I kind of like the look better, but I love the meaning, the announcer of messages meaning. It just makes me think of like holiday tunes like Hark the Herald Angels. I absolutely love that. Harry would be a very sweet, accessible nickname option, and this of course could honor a Harry or a Herald. And of course, I mentioned this in a lot of videos, occupational names are super in the US right now, and this would fit in very well with those names. The I name I'd like to bring up is Inigo. This is a Spanish name that means mine. That's super sweet, and most people are going to associate this with the incredible movie and book, The Princess Bride. As soon as you hear Inigo, you're probably going to have pop into your head, my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. I love that association. I think this name is crazy handsome, and it reminds me of Leonardo, which I mentioned earlier is on the rise right now, and it's short, it's a familiar name, but totally underused, and I would love to meet someone with this name. My J name I have is another current name crush of mine, and that is Jairus. This is a Latin name that means diffuses light. Really cool meaning. And one of my all-time favorite girl names is Talitha. I've mentioned it in several videos because in the Bible, there's a little girl that passes away and Jesus tells her Talitha Kumi, which means little girl arise. Well, the father that comes and seeks out Jesus to cure his daughter is named Jairus in the Bible. I think this would be a good Jared alternative, or could honor a Jared, and then Jair, J-A-I-R, would be a great nickname option for Jairus. My K name is Knightley. This is an English name that means night meadow. I love that so much. This is on a lot of people's radar because of the actress Keira Knightley, but I love it so much more for a boy because in Jane Austen's Emma, the protagonist's love interest slash kind of the hero of the story is named Mr. Knightley, and he's an amazing character. I love that association so much. This would fit in well with names like Wesley, and yeah, so handsome. My L name for this video is the only name in this video that's ever been in the top 1,000 boy names, and that is Luigi. This is an Italian form of Lewis, which means famous battle. This is definitely strongly associated with the Mario Nintendo games, but I think that's a wonderful association. And the reason why I'm kind of crushing on this name right now is because two of the singers from the band Walk Off the Earth have two little boys together, and the younger one is named Luigi Colombo. I think that is the coolest name ever, and it's so fun because he has blonde hair but then dark skin and eye color, and he's just a very exotic, beautiful little boy, and it makes me love this name even more. This name was in the US top 1,000 boy names just 5 years, and the most recent year was 1970, so it has not been popular here ever, but not even used almost at all in a long time, and it was never ranked any higher than 881 in the US. And my last name for this video, my M name, is Matthan. This is a Hebrew name that means gift, wonderful meaning. It comes from the same roots as Matthew does, of course. This was the name of the great-grandfather of Jesus in the Bible. It was Joseph's grandfather. And believe it or not, I know a Matthan. I have friends that have 12 children, and their second youngest child, they named him Matthan, and they choose all boy names that start with an M for their sons, and most of them are made up, and I had thought they had made this name up, and I was so shocked to see that it was in the Bible, and I was so excited. I think this will make a wonderful Nathan alternative, and is very accessible and handsome, and can honor Matthews as well. Thank you for watching my video. I will hopefully come out with the part 2 for this series shortly, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.